Ice Cube left, and obviously the group was upset because he was a very vital part. No?
You say we was upset.
You guys weren't upset?
No.
Well, why?
Why would be?
Why the broom? Why talk about put a broomstick up his butt? In a song.
I mean, it just, like I said, just words, just talking mad.
Right, but it's words that come from something. Doesn't come from.
I put it like this.
Happiness and contentment.
I put it like this. I didn't see nobody mad.
No one was mad.
No. Matter of fact, we didn't even discuss it.
Ever.
Not in my presence.
Okay, who was making the Ice Cube comments? Was it Ren?
On the song, on the lyrics?
What song was that?
Ren might have said, wow, you making me feel old now.
Hold on.
It was 100 miles running. It was,
Well, okay. There was a few one, I was talking.
Few comments.
Dre, I was talking to your bitch O'Shea.
Yeah, like I said, a few comments. Just
always
threw
into
it
something.
out there. Yeah.
That was always into something.
Yeah.
Right? Well, did you guys ever think of actually doing a whole diss song against him, or that was
never thought of it? I told you it was never discussed.
Okay. Well, but then Ice Cube came back with no Vaseline.
Right. And he got us. I told him that. That's how you did, And like the movie it portrayed, that we sat there and listened to. We didn't though. But I told him when I was with E or something, I said, he just got us. That's just how it was. It wasn't nothing else past that. Now unless E took it a little bit more, I have no idea. But it was just a diss song. He got us, caught us slipping. That's all. That's what it was. Just caught us slipping.
Was there any plans to jump in the studio and actually do a response record?
Nah.
Really? Why not?
Nah. Just that wasn't on our agenda at the time. I mean, it was, I wouldn't say messed up. It was just kind of hurtful that he left the group. But nobody cried or nobody was kicking in doors or breaking windows like, he left, he ruined it. No, it was nothing like that. Zero.
Okay, but if you look at the timeline, right, you got Straight Outta Compton.
89.
And then Ice Cube left. And then 100 Miles and Running.
Yep. 90.
And then I think America's Most Wanted came out.
No, right. It might have came out before.
Okay, so maybe America's Most Wanted came out.
Because the diss song wasn't on that album.
It wasn't. It wasn't, right. So America's Most Wanted came out. Then 100 Miles and Running came out, I think. And then
Well, you got to remember, he also said something on MTV. He said a comment. So that's why we had comments.
Okay. Well, he also did the whole D Barnes thing.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So then the For Life album comes out.
Yeah.
And then the next Ice Cube album comes out, and that had no Vaseline on it.
Oh, I don't know. I have no.
Yeah. Because I remember hearing it for the first time.
I thought it was a single. Well, it might have been the single release.
Well, it was off the album, though. I believe it was the second album.
Oh, to see that, I don't know. 'Cause I never listened to Cube's albums either.
Yeah.
I never heard Dre's album, Cube's album, nobody's album.
Death Certificate.
Oh, okay.
Right. That was his second album.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he, that was considered one of the best diss records ever.
Yeah.
At that time.
Oh, yeah.
And he let everyone have it, including you.
Yeah.
Well, he said, Yella on your team, so you're losing.
Oh, yeah.
Was that the only line he said about you?
Only line. That's all he could say about me. I mean, a lot of it was the manager and all, but.
Yeah. DOC didn't catch any strays on that song. I don't think he was mentioned at all.
I don't know. I never heard the full song, so.
Yeah, well, he did. I mean, I think when Ice Cube did an interview on D Barnes, he kind of made fun of DOC's voice.
That I've never seen the actual.
No. That actually happened. But I think like on the song itself,
it wasn't nothing.
No Vaseline. He didn't really say anything. No. Did you and Cube? Because you and Cube became cool afterwards. I mean, did you guys ever have a conversation about that song?
Never. The group, nobody ever talked about that song, and nobody ever talked about him leaving. It just didn't happen. I don't know why, but our mind wasn't on that. at the time.
Well, my point of laying out that timeline was that by the time that diss record came out, N.W.A. was over.
No, it had to come out before.
No, listen to me.
91?
The For Life album came out like
In 91.
mid 91.
That was it.
And that was it.
Yeah.
That was the last N.W.A. project, period.
Yeah.
And then
No Vaseline came out. Was it a little bit before or a little bit after?
It was after.
Oh. So then I was with E then.
Hold on. That was... So No Vaseline came out October 31st, 1991.
Oh, okay. So
See, okay.
yeah, so I was with E, yeah. By that time.
And then the For Life album came out May 28th.
Yeah.
It is very close. It's within 6 months,
Yeah.
right?
But the group wasn't.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When that came out,
The group was already done.
N.W.A.
So it
was
more
officially
E.
over, right?
But E, we had a diss song for him.
For Ice Cube.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you just told me you didn't have one.
It's still there. But it never got the words. It never got the words.
What do you mean
I
the
did the
words?
track.
Oh, you did the music.
I did the track. We had this reggae guy come in from one of the movies. He did in the breaks and stuff, and that was it. Worked on it one day.
No lyrics.
No lyrics.
Who was going to write for Eazy?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Right, because he never really wrote himself, right?
Nah. He might scribble here and there. You could tell when he scribbled his words. But, yeah, because it wasn't... I don't know who was writing for him then. After...
BG Knockout and Dresta? Well, Dresta, I guess, originally, and then BG Knockout later on.
Maybe some. Yeah. Maybe some of it.